welcome to my channel. My name is Gosia and this is Knit Najpiękniejsza, the Fearless Knitter channel. I hope you're doing well and I hope you come back to my channel to watch this next podcast episode. If you're here for the first time, I really warmly welcome you. I hope you enjoy my podcast episode and I hope you will click this subscribe button. In the internet you can find me as Knit Najpiękniejsza and you can find me on the Instagram, Ravelry and Facebook. So let's start our podcast. Today I will be talking about the finished objects, work in progress, as well as some acquisition. It's been a while I recorded the podcast, so it will be probably a little bit difficult to get back to talking to you today, but I hope we will be fine. So let's start with the first finished object. My first finished object in 2025 are mittens. So these are the mittens that I show you in the last podcast episode. These are mittens for Mimi. It's a free pattern on the Ravelry and I made it in the size, I think it was medium or large. I made it on the 3.5 millimeters needle and I use the yarn from Gaba Wool. It's a Polish yarn producer and it's 100% Norwegian wool and with the color this off-white and this kind of raspberry. And I must say these mittens are amazing. I made another pair here, I will show you. My partner already got it and he loves it as well. Last weekend we were in Zermatt, in a nice mountain village here in Switzerland, and we decided to go to see the sunset and take some night photography. And be surprised, it was minus 16 Celsius degrees. It was freezing. Okay, there were no cold wind, but it was fresh. And these mittens save our hands. They're so warm. It's 100% wool, so it will keep you warm. Maybe on the beginning you don't feel this nice warm feeling, but after a couple of minutes you will feel that it's wool and it's keeping you warm. So I made two of them and these were my first finished objects in 2025. Let's move to the next one. And the next one is something amazing, something which I love it. It's my Jose, I call it Jose, my Jose hood that I made in Drops Air and Drops Flora. So there is a lot of alpaca and it's a great pattern. And if you love that kind of style when you have this hood and you can like make it as a scarf, it's perfect for you. I made this on the 5 millimeters needle and I use like almost 4 balls of the Dropser and 2.5, something like that. Drops Flora, so it's super warm. The pattern is not complicated at all. The only thing that maybe will be a little bit difficult or like challenging is the I-cord, but you will just like, you know, catch up on this, because you have, I don't know, 170, almost like 200 meters of the I-chords, so you will practice this and you should be fine. What is interesting, there's like two different I-chords. This one is you're making a car like a pearl. This one on the bottom, pearl I-chord, and this is like a normal. You're knitting couple of stitches, and then you're moving back the stitches to the left needle and repeating this forever. So the I-chords took me a while, but I finished before our short vacation, and I love it. I love it. Maybe it's not a perfect scarf for weather that we have right now, which is, I don't know, 5-6 degrees plus, but for minus, yes, definitely. So this is the second finished object, actually third, in 2025. Let's move to the fourth finished object. My fourth finished object, and I finished that yesterday in the evening, is Rhue Sweater from Rebecca Claw, known as Kriabea on the internet. And this is a top-down color work sweater. And what can I say about this sweater? Maybe I will start with the yarn. So I was using this yarn, is the Croft West Yorkshire Spinners DK. In 100 meters we have 225. In 100 gram we have 225 meters, and I had three hangs of this off-white and 3 hangs of this blue. The yarn, it's a little bit rustical, a little bit like similar to Pyrgent, but no, working knitting using this yarn was really okay. I didn't have any problems. The only thing I noticed, and I believe my math prove it, is this color is a little bit thinner than this one, because that was my the blue one was my main color, so the top color is the main one, and the bottom one is the contrasted color, and I supposed to use almost 3 hangs of this one, and I still have this. I will tell you in a second, where is my notes? I used 182 gram of this color, and this is the main color, and I used 271 of this, of white. So it looks other way around, because according to the pattern, the designer give us the meters, not the grams, but there's more meters in this main color than with the contrast one. So something is weird. Okay, I made a body a little bit longer, and as you can see, I blocked the sweater when I was on this level to check how much body I need to make. And so this my math is not working a little bit. Also, I couldn't hit the gauge, and it's interesting, very interesting, because the designer using the yarn that has in 100 meters in 100 grams 250 meters. So it's thinner than this, because this one have 225 And she was the gauge suggested the gauge that she put in the pattern is 20 stitches using 3.75 millimeters needle. I don't know, maybe she's like a really loose knitter, but with this one I couldn't make it. And I had, I think, 22 stitches, and I was using 4 millimeters. So I don't know. That's like, it's interesting. Maybe if I use this with a strand of mohair, then I would hit this gauge, but not alone. So I was using the 4 millimeters needles, and for the ribbing I was using 3 millimeters. Not like suggested 3.25. I learned that my ribbing need to be a little bit more tighter, because then during the blocking it will lose a little bit, and then it will look perfect. So the sweater is done. A lot of frustration about the sweater. I'm not sure if I told you about this 3.5 repeating pattern in the sleeve. Not my favorite part, but you don't see it because it's under the armpit. But the rest, it's great. It looks amazing. It feels also fine. I still hope I will wear it this spring. Hope it's not gonna be too hot, and have a usage of this. Would I recommend the pattern? Hard to say, to be honest. Time I will definitely make the raglan in the same color as the main color, because yeah, this is what we have. It's not a perfect, it's not matching, and I use my math, believe me. I know how to count, and it didn't work out as I would expect, but I will leave it, and it's imperfect, but it's mine. I made it, don't need to be perfect. And yeah, that was the last finished object that I made this year. Let's move to the work in progress. My first work in progress, it's the oldest work in progress, and this is my Amy Slipover. As you can see, I made zero progress on this. I didn't. I focused on the other patterns and other projects to finish, and it's waiting. So I connect here the front, the left and the right part, and I just need to knit it down, then do the ribbing, and then make these straps here. I'm knitting this in Sunday from Sadness Garb and Tin Silk Mohair, and I believe they both in the same color, which is 6046. I hope I will finish this in February, and I will challenge myself to finish all the projects till February. I really love an idea of Nora, aka Nora Knits on the YouTube, to that 3F, I believe. Finish, fixed, and something in February. So my plan is to finish all these 3 projects that I have on my needles, and I don't believe I will finish all, because today we have 18th of February, so we have 10 days. Would be nice if I finish at least 1, but let's see. So that was my first whip, which is waiting. Let's move to the second one. And my second whip is poppy tea, which is also still in the same shape as it was last time. I'm knitting this in Lana Gatto VIP, and this is merino, no, Lana Extra Fine Merino, 80% and 20% cashmere. So I started this some end of the year, last year, and it's waiting because I was focused on the other stuff. But it's nice, like a rose, like an old rose color, and I hope once I finish one of the other project I will continue on this one to have it for spring, because spring is coming soon. It will be here, and it would be nice to have this poppy tea ready for that time. Let's move to the third work in progress. And my third work in progress is this. And looks like vest right now, but it will be a cardigan. So this is the cardigan called Amor, and it's designed by my Polish fellow Pearl Knit Repeat. She designed this cardigan in ballerina chunky mohair from Sadness Girl, but I'm using the yarn from my stash. And what I'm using Kid Silk from Drops in this wonderful blue color. It's color number 21, and I'm using Filcolana Saga. This is the lamb wool. In 50 grams you have 300 meters, and this is also like really matching color, and the color is 249. So all these three yarns together creating that kind of fabric. I'm knitting this on the 7mm needles. Recommended needles are, I believe, 6mm, but I couldn't hit the gauge with the 6mm, and I decided to make it on the bigger needles, and I hope it will be okay. The gauge more or less matching with the recommended one. And and I'm focused on this one because these are big needles, and I hope to make it quite quickly and then move to one of my other projects. So these are my 3 whips that I have on the needle right now, and I'm not planning to cast anything else till I finish at least one. Would be perfect, 2 of them. But let's see how the progress will go. The last part is acquisition. And what I bought? I didn't bought any yarn. I know, I'm also surprised. I think I have a lot, and I'm trying to use the yarn from my stash and don't buy if I don't really need it. Probably I will do some, cleaning in my stash. So maybe I will record this and I will tell you how much yarn I have, because I believe I have a bit, and some of this yarn I would like to use, and then probably buy some other, or buy the missing amount. But I bought something else, and I will show you. I was today in the second hand because I have a week off, so right now I'm just enjoying the life. and I had time to knit. I have time to just relax, to do some other work, and I went to the local second hand, and I bought some patterns. I bought a pattern of these guys. These are penguins, and these are knitted penguins. Where is this? And the pattern is written in German, and that will be interesting because I never knitted anything in German. I'm usually using the English patterns, sometimes Polish, but also not a lot. But German, no. But that's like an interesting fact about me. I start learning crocheting, but in German. So it's a little bit crazy, but it's fine. The next one, I found something like this, and here we have a duck, and I really want to make a sweater with a duck one day, and I thought it's like so cool. Of course, this is like from the kit, but I believe if you just like make it bigger, you will have this this cool duck somewhere on your sweater. Why not? And the last one is this this newspaper, and I tried to find the year of this, and to be honest, I cannot find this anywhere, but it must be quite old because the price of this newspaper is still in Deutsche Mark. So that's before the German switch to euros, so must be a little bit old. And this newspaper has a lot of Disney characters like Donald Duck, Garfield, Mickey Mouse. I will show you maybe some, but I was like, that's like so cool. Let me find some. Where is it? Yeah, here. Yeah, it's really cool, and I found here one pattern. Yeah, there's like I think it's a elephant, 2 elephants, some birds, some frogs, and yeah, and it's like really cool, and I thought that's like really cool newspaper. And I found these patterns, and it looks so cool, and I think I have a lot of like a scrap yarn and so on, and I think I will make some of this, at least, you know, incorporate maybe that kind of pattern in some of the sweater. So that was the acquisition part. I'm so inspired by this old newspaper. To be honest, this is the first time I found this, and I was like checking them all to find some cool patterns and some inspiration. So I can't wait to work on this. But as I said, first I need to finish this project, which I have already on my needles. Thank you so much for joining me today in this podcast episode. I hope you will enjoy and you had some inspiration. Please tell me in the comments, what are you knitting right now? What kind of project is on your needles? I'm really curious what other people knitting. and I hope we can share the inspiration, share our passion, and discover some new patterns and some new projects. Thank you once again. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I hope you will click the subscribe button and join me in this knitting journey. Thank you once again. I wish you happy knitting and see you next time. Bye!